Hey guys, welcome back to new video, and in this video we are going to set up adapter for our recycler view. So let's get started. So firstly, let's go to our main package and create a new package inside of it and name it as adapters. Now inside of our adapters package, we'll create a new Kotlin class and name it as notelist adapter. And this notelist adapter will inherit from list adapter from androidx.recyclerview.widget. And this list adapter will take two parameters. The first will be the type of list, which will be our note, and the second will be note view holder. So we'll create that here, inner class note view holder, and inside this constructor we will pass a private val binding. It will be of type list item node binding, which is just the view binding class of our list item node. Now this inner class will extend from recycler view.viewHolder, and to its constructor we will pass binding.root, which is just the root layout of our list item node. Now we will pass this node viewHolder here, and now we can see that our node list adapter wants us to implement some members, so we will implement them both. Now inside of our onCreate viewHolder we inflate our layout. So val binding equal to list item node binding dot inflate, and the first parameter will be layout inflator. So layout inflator dot from, and the context will be parent dot context, and the second parameter will be just parent, and attached to parent will be false. Then we will return this node view holder, return node view holder, and pass our binding variable to it. And inside of our onBind view holder, we bind the data to our list item. So firstly we will get the current node. So val current node, it will be equal to get item. Get item is a function from our list adapter, and the position will be just position. Now we will check if current node is not equal to null. Then we will call holder dot bind. Now we have to define this bind function inside our node view holder class. So function bind, and it will take a current node as a parameter. So current node, it will be of type node, and inside of it we will use binding dot apply. And firstly we will set the title of our node. So tv node title dot text, it will be equal to current node dot title. Then tv node description dot text, it will be equal to current node dot description. Then we will format the last modified date of for our node, like what if got here, last modified colon and our date. So we'll make a string for that. Well, last modified string, it will be equal to last modified colon, and here we'll just current node dot created date formatted, and we'll set this last modified string to tv node created date dot text equal to last modified string. And that's it for our bind function, and here we'll pass the current node. Now we want to set an on item click listener to our node item, and for that we will use lambda function. So first we will create a private var on item click listener, It will be a lambda function which will take note as a parameter and will return unit. It will be of nullable type and initially we'll set it to null. Then we'll create a function set on item click listener. It will take a lambda function as a parameter which will be of the same type as our on item click listener. So it will take a note as a parameter and will return unit. And inside of it we will set on item click listener equal to the lambda function which we have got through the parameter here. Now inside of init block in our node view holder we will use binding dot root dot set on click listener, and inside of it we will check on item click listener. If it is not null, then call this function and pass the current node here, which will be get item, and the position will be adapter position. This will return the current position of our node item. So why do we have to do all this stuff to set the on item click listener? Because if we do it directly inside of this binding.root.set on click listener, then it would tightly couple our nodes fragment and our list adapter, and we cannot reuse it anywhere. So what we will do is we will use this function in our nodes fragment and pass the lambda function which we want to implement here, and then we'll set it to our on item click listener and we'll call on item click listener inside of our binding.root.set on click listener. This init block is just the constructor of our node view holder, and we could have also defined this binding.root.set on click listener directly from our on bind view holder as we did with the bind function. But since our on bind view holder gets called again and again when our views are created, so our listener functions would have also called again and again, and that's of no relevance. That's why we define it in the init block of our viewHolder class so that it gets called only once when our viewHolder now we can see there's an error here as our list adapter needs a diff callback as parameter. So we'll create a new class below this class and we'll name it as diff callback, and it will inherit from diffutil dot item callback, and the type will be our node, and inside of it we will need to implement two members, our items the same and our contents the same. So how list adapter works is that we do not need to call adapter.notify dataset changed to update the data of our adapter. Instead, we just submit the new list to our list adapter, and the list adapter then compares the old list and the new list with diff callback and makes all the changes for us. Now, how do the list adapter compares the two lists? It compares the two lists with diffutil.item which we just created here. Now by this diff callback it compares that are items the same, by which it compares that if the items from the old list are same as the items from the new list. So how do we compare them? We will compare them using the ID of our items, of our note items. So if old item dot ID is equal to new item dot ID, then we can be sure that our old item is equal to our new item. Then we also need to tell diff callback how it should compare the contents of our items. So how do we do that? Is we'll just return old item double equal to new item, and by this it can compare that if the contents of our old item are same as the contents of our new item. So by this diff callback, our list adapter can update our list and make all the necessary changes. So we'll just pass an instance of our diff callback here, and now the error is gone. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys understood how list adapter works. If so, then hit that like button and do subscribe to my channel. And in the next video, we will be setting up our nodes fragment. So stay tuned for that. Thank you.